Good evening. My name is Richard Lloreda, and I'm happy to be in Speech Public Speaking 102. Hello, Professor Elizondo. So my main points are going to be talking about living with ADHD, and that's not the end of the world, and having two great friends like Mr. Stephen Houston to mentor me, and to have Ms. Leticia Martinez Santos be my best friend for 31 years. So let me begin right now. If Annie Mame said, "Life is a banquet and most poor suckers are starving to death," that's not me. Having a great friend like Mr. Stephen Houston, who has mentored me for the last 14 years, has been wonderful. We first met when I worked for him as an employee at Beverly Hills Ford in the 1990s. He saw right away I have a facility for communication skills, but I had no computer training. So he took me under his wing and he trained me in the many different programs that are the computer. And now I am well schooled in many programs, but I still do suffer the occasional glitch that most of us suffer with our computer products and need a little bit of time using the internet to fix these problems, such as the case of the speech being turned in late on YouTube. However, with his help, I was able to get it up to speed and find an even better program. So I hope and do not anticipate any more problems with YouTube. Mr. Houston has been a warm, wonderful human being showing me the ropes in how to run a business. And having him in my life has made my life just that much more warm and more optimistic. So kudos to Mr. Houston and to Providence for providing him his way to me. The other person I'd like to mention is my best friend, Ms. Leticia Martinez Santos. We first met at Pasadena City College 31 years ago when we were art students. We have been each other's mentors, sounding boards, dance partners, business partners, and she has been my muse. She reminds me of Bianca Jagger with her warm cocoa beauty. She herself has been a success on 3 continents, in North America, Europe, and South America, and has been happily married for 20 years to a very talented Brazilian artist and musician. She has given birth to 2 wonderful artistic genius sons who are now being courted by art colleges to join their programs. With her belief in me, she has made my life, again, a very warm and wonderful experience, and I do not at all discount her worth in my life. So, yes, I love her. Now, how does this translate to ADHD? Well, ADHD is a challenge, and it's something that has probably been my biggest life experience in finding out about it only about 5 years ago. It clears up a lot of questions of why certain equations such as math, science, and grammar have been always a challenge to me. But it's helped me to think outside the box even before I knew it. It also helped me to appreciate people who are a little bit different than the norm. So Ms. Santos and Mr. Houston definitely are leaders in their field, and they are different from the norm. And it's wonderful when they see somebody like myself, who isn't exactly cookie cutter safe, be appreciated and be embraced by him. My ADHD happens to me where long periods of sustained concentration burns me out. And then I suffer from a certain amount of anxiety and I need rest to get my focus back again. But when I am made accommodations, or excuse me, when accommodations are made to me, I can do very good in my classes and almost every other experience as well. An example would be my last science class. I received a B, which I usually got C's, D's, and F's as a child because a simple accommodation of a little bit more time was given to me. I not only understood the subject better, but I'm able to retrieve it from my memory bank easier than I ever have before. So the idea of having ADHD as a problem doesn't exist for me. It's more of a challenge, and I really wouldn't trade it in for anything else because it makes me so creative. As you can tell, I like the word creative because I'm an artist. And you need your creativity right there at all times to create beautiful objects, things, paintings, or designs, which I certainly can do. Having Mr. Houston in my life has helped me to center my abilities on what it is I need to know and master them. Having Ms. Leticia Martinez Santos in my life has made my life a very warm and loving experience. But that's not just to discount Mr. Houston. He has also given me a great deal of warmth and love too. So I'd like to close by saying ADHD isn't the end of the world, especially when you have two wonderful friends like Mr. Houston and Miss Santos. So I hope you get this video, and good night to you, Mr. Elizondo.